So colleagues, we're joined by Coach Philemon Magwengwe of Double Action Ladies of Botswana after today's match number two, of the CAF Women's Champions League COSAFA qualifier. Coach, the game has ended 1-1 against the defending champions. Is it the result that you expected?
Not at all. It was not to take away anything from the defending champions. They are such a good and organized team. But that's not the result that we expected. But we do accept the results because it's a game of two halves.
Coach Dumela. Yes, Coach. And congratulations on getting the point.
Thank you.
But you could see that you didn't enjoy so much possession. One of your strongest points is that you're good at set pieces, which is where the goal came from. But you were not allowed to get that in. How do you read that, and how do you, and looking at your group, how tough it's looking, to be able to get that creativity that gives you set pieces well and graded?
A game of football is about results, to be honest, not so much about the performance. You may play well and lose the game. These are champions, like you are saying, and we wouldn't gauge ourselves with champions. No, they gauge themselves with us. We're disjointed a bit, but that's not our game. We are a free-scoring team back at home. We are a possession-playing team at home, but today we are very much disjointed, to be honest. They were playing in front of us, they didn't hurt us. We're giving them the credit for the second half. The first half, they were just playing in front of us, and we got them disorganized. Just that we couldn't take our chances. Our conversion rate was very, very low. And like I say, if you play possession, you are bound to take away time from the time you should be using to attack. We lost ideas.
Coach, also, everybody has a point. The group now looks really strong and it looks really interesting. What's going to be the separation point? Is it going to be the next round? And have you watched the first game also to see your next opponent? Is it going to be the second round, or do you think it may boil down to even the deciding day?
It may. It may, because people that came here last year or last season have learned a lot. Those that are supposed to be dominating have put themselves under pressure. Like Zambia, they're fighters. They fight so well. But it depends what they thought. Because if they had approached this game like saying, look, we are going to play it tactically, they would have far surpassed us than they did with possession. So they concentrated on possession than conversion. As for us, we knew we are underdogs. The superpowers would be your Sundowns, your Zambia. So we are coming as underdogs. But we know who we are. If we lose the game in the field of play, we should win it on the bench.
And Coach, lastly, a nice moment there for you to score the fastest goal ever in the qualifiers in the 3 years as well. Is this something you do? You score early, and what do you have to say about that? Did you expect that it's going to be in 40 seconds?
No, that's something we had said we should do, especially when we play superpower. Surprise them, see how mentally strong they would be after conceding the quickest goal ever. Even if it's not the quickest goal, the goal considered in the first half. That's what we wanted. We wanted to take the game to them, just that we lost it psychologically.
We're joined by Coach Carol Kanyembe of Green Buffaloes Ladies. Coach, you're the defending champions. You draw in your first match. What do you make of your team's performance today?
Not the results that we really expected. But even as we were coming into this game, we knew that Botswana was not a team that we could easily walk over. We started a bit low, maybe because of the quick goal that we conceded, but some of our players started a bit low, and we only picked up the tempo in the second half after making those substitutes. So the draw for us as champions, it's quite sad for us. We planned to start with the maximum points, but every team that was meeting us was preparing for a downfall. But we thank God we managed to get a point out of it.
Thank you, Coach. Questions?
Coach, definitely touching on that goal, conceding as early as the first 40 seconds into the game. But being defending champions, you would expect that you'll be able to step it up, and you enjoyed a lot of possession, and especially in the first half, but you could not do anything with it. Did that goal go to the girls' heads?
I think it really did get to the girls' head because it wasn't expected of. We didn't expect it, we didn't see it coming, so it destabilized the performance, which we have to work on as technical, to psych them, to say that regardless of what happens in the earliest minute, we can still come back. As you said, we had a lot of possession, but we had less shots on goal. That really worked to our disadvantage, because if we had tried to shoot as many times as possible on goal, we definitely could have gotten a goal in the first half. Yeah.
How much of the stepping up are you going to need to do, and especially in your next game, seeing that everybody in your group has a point, and having watched you, the defending champions, concede like that and not being to get the 3 points, how much are you going to need to step up?
Definitely, we need to do a lot to step up. Like the defensive error that we made in the earliest mistake, we need to work on it and correct it. And yes, they watched us, they saw our mistakes, but they should expect a different team, a different approach of the game that we are going to meet next. Definitely, we are all here to contend and fight for the trophy, which is already in our position. We're not going to give up easily.
And what do you make of the new players that you gave a run today and how they performed?
So far, the new players have blended in well, and they've shown, only for a few of them who were not really in their best performance today. But I can say that what's expected of them into this team has been seen, and we look forward to see more, because they'll still be coordinating even as the games are going on, and they'll bring out the best of them.
And lastly, Coach, you are without your top goal scorer from last year here. Is there anyone in that space to be able to step up in the attacking, to be able to get the goals for you?
Definitely, every replacement that we've brought about is to replace the players that we lost last year, and the players that we've acquired are capable of doing which they left behind, the gap that was left by the trio. And we believe that they'll gain confidence from this first game that they played. Most of the new players know what's at stake, and they'll really come up to the party, because they need to fill the gap that the other players left. They came to this winning team, they don't need to drop the bar. So they have a task ahead of them which they want to achieve.